Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master, and we are here. We're going to continue testing Glasspool Mimic in Modern, but we are going to add Harbinger of the Tide so I can beat the Death Shadow decks. And when I bring this card in, we're probably not going to play against any Death Shadow decks, but that being said, that might be a good thing. You know, Harbinger to scare away the Death Shadow decks. So if you want to see more Glasspool Mimic, as we keep going 80%, I'm waiting for this 5-0. I don't know when the 5-0 is coming. It's going to come. Maybe it's going to come today. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And before I even just jump into the league, I'm going to thank my sponsors, starting with themanabase.com. Content, articles, podcasts, videos on Commander, Standard, Modern, and more. The Mana Base is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And Mana Traders. Mana Traders is the premier place to rent Magic cards online. You can support the channel today by using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or you can get 15% off by using my coupon code for the first 3 months, Nikachu. Dogfish is in the house. I've been on Harbingers on my Simic build. I've been thinking of moving some Brazens to the side like you and even playing 4X. I still don't like Harbinger overall, but like it's fine. It's good. Well, it's great against Death Shadow. It's very, very good against Death Shadow. Okay, let's get in here. Let's do this. Hold on, before I do that, maybe I should quickly export the link. Copter, Mimic, Merfolk with Harbinger. No, just... Okay, I'll get into a game, and when as I'm getting into a game, I will update the deck list. Edit your extensions while being live. Engage. I don't want to edit my extensions. What's going on here? We've detected unrecognized error. Okay, I can't do anything at the moment. Deck is going to be sort of out of date. Okay, we're up. We're already up against a 4-color Death Shadow deck. Round 1, we're up against the 4-color Death Shadow deck. Because I know... get to the gameplay mode. I know this player. Zan is not great. But I'm going to keep it because it's 4-color Death Shadow. Hopefully Spreading Seas does something. I do like Ether Vial versus Death Shadow. You can throw creatures from the sky. I also don't really want a mulligan against Death Shadow anyway. I don't know what to say, but this guy always has aggressive Death Shadow hands against me. Okay, let's start with Mutavault, Ether Vial. There's a shot in hell of getting hit by Thoughtseize. I'll at least have spread. If they don't take Spreading Seas, I say if they take Spreading Seas, I can attack with the Mutavault. Okay, here's one Death Shadow. Hopefully it's the only Death Shadow. It's only a baby Death Shadow. But it's not very mana efficient to like go after it right now. So you fetch Shock, make it a 4/4. That's not too bad. We're gonna hit your mana sources. I guess I can be slightly punished if they like bolt themselves. Yeah, aw, just a little baby Death Shadow. It's a bite-sized Death Shadow. And here comes here comes the hurts. Okay, 4/4. I guess I'm not gonna do anything this turn. I can put a lot of pressure on the battlefield, so I'll attempt to dismember, I think, at the upkeep. They might have Stubborn Denial. If they do, I can still Trickster the Shadow. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. Assassin's Trophy, this thing. That is going to work out pretty well for us. I guess this is a decent spot. This doesn't actually help me. If they have Stubborn Denial, they still have Stubborn Denial. Still do it anyway. I hope I didn't fix their mana. Maybe that didn't matter. Maybe I should have just let that resolve. Anyway, so we'll put Lord in play, get the land, and pass. I wonder if Misdirection would work in the sideboard. I would love Misdirection. You know what? Misdirection, however, is better as a Force of Will than as like any sort of regular spell. I could counter this. I think I'm gonna let it happen. I could say no. If they get Death Shadow, I'm only gonna get punished if they have an untapped black source, I think. They got Scourge of the Skyclaves. That's just gonna die on the spot. Fortunately. Yep. Alright. Nice, clean, easy win. Why couldn't our fifth round be like that? Alright, let's bring in the tech. Okay, this is 4 colors. I always like to think Relic is gonna do something, but it never. Like, technically it should do something, but it doesn't really feel like it does anything. Okay, I'm gonna take out at least 1 vial. I'll take out a few lands. Yeah, that's fine. Take out Force Negation. So I mean, like, the choice is again Relic or Chalice, but I lose so often. I guess I'm still gonna bring in Relic. My problem is if I bring in Chalice, they usually have Abrupt Decay, Assassin's Trophy. They have more answers than average to the to Chalice of the Void, but I still usually lose. Well, hopefully Harbinger like makes up the difference. So Brazen Bar is not bad, but I don't know what else to take out here. Just gonna submit it. Why no Brazen Bar? I don't know what to take out. I like all the cards. Might only get punished if they play uh-oh. It's a nice hand, but I don't have the mana for it. Yeah, I can keep this. I guess dump 1 Mutavault. I actually don't need the Dark Slick Shores. Yeah. If I draw a blue source, I'm gonna really regret it, so. Well, I do not do anything for a little while. Be like turn 1 Relic, turn 2 Copter. Do nothing, do nothing. Goodbye, Relic. Alright, we have something to do on turn 1. Okay, I'm gonna play Mutavault, because if they go Inquisition on Copter, then I can at least attack with Mutavault on turn 2. 0 life Dismember is great. The power of 0 life Dismember. Simic Merfolk better against Death Shadow because of aggro? No, it's actually worse because it's less threat dense. Like, it's okay, but it's not great. Okay, so far I like my game so far. They can't affect this. If they tap out for anything, you can activate Mutavault, equip Crew Smuggler's Copter, and go for it. Seems like they have Death Shadow in hand. So they just unnecessarily took one life. Have I seen the Mardu one? I haven't. I didn't even know a Jund one existed, but we saw it today. They definitely have Death Shadow or Scourge of the Skyclaves or something. I can't play too many cards from my hand because I need something for Copter. I think they're too mana efficient, so I'm willing to try to grind out their removal, starting with this Mutavault. Like if I were to just pass the turn to try to choke them on mana later, I don't think that's going to be an effective strategy because they're just going to pay 1 mana for a Death Shadow and have 2 mana up anyway. Classic Grixis. You feel like you know what they play. Watch out for Bant Shadow. Traverse. Are you just missing one? Sorcery, artifact, instant, and land. Death Shadow has entered the reveal card zone. Oh, you don't want it? You don't want to help me anymore. I hope they don't have Fatal Push, but they might. I hope to draw. Ugh, I didn't draw anything here. I honestly don't think I get any advantage waiting. So I'll use the Trickster this turn, equip the Copter, and see if I can smash in for damage. They have Fatal Push, they have Fatal Push. Oh, they have Dismember? Just as bad. Okay, play land pass. Okay, this is where we need the Harbinger. Show me the Harbinger. Did I only draw mana this whole game? Yeah, maybe. I think I drew a Trickster. I could really use that second Mutavault that I threw away from my mulligan. Wouldn't it be nice if you could flicker the Trickster here? Actually makes me wonder, maybe I should tick the Vial up to 3, because if I draw, for example... Well, if I draw Harbinger, it's not good. Okay, so I guess we'll keep... If I drew Glasspool Mimic, it would be good to have the Vial at 3. Spreading Seas is a thing. Okay, let's get some information. Green, green. You have too many black sources. You don't have millions of green sources, though. Mimic is not good unless I actually have my Vial on 3. Alright, so... It's a 2-turn clock for you no matter what. So it's actually better that I attack here. The flood, it's real. Flood happens. Okay, what do we want? Silvergill Adept into Harbinger would be premium. Silvergill Adept into Harbinger into Lord. Okay, now this is more complicated. Silvergill Adept into... Still Harbinger. No, maybe I want Trickster. I don't know. Okay, well... Here's one Silvergill Adept. Could use that earlier. Your 5 power? Great. This Tarmogoyf is just relentless. Okay. Relic into Silvergill Adept into Harbinger of the Tides. Oh no. They have a land to make Tarmogoyf a one power creature. So Relic. Okay, this could be Relic. Yeah, hit this thing. Not good enough at all. You got it, down to 1 life. I like being down to 1 life. I like to live dangerously. I'm dead. So for the play, I'm not going to change anything. I need to get some Tarmogoyf and Chalices. Both of them? Together? Tarmo Chalice? Oh, where's our music? This is yeah, we need some Spotify here. I don't know what the correct volume is, but it's a good thing that Tarmogoyf isn't a Scourge. Yes, I would like to go first. I don't know if it's the correct thing, but I will go first. Okay, we'll keep this. I mean, how it looks good at a glance. Hopefully we don't have to deal with any traverse crap this game. Or that it's just a lot less likely. Okay, so goodbye Silvergill Adapt. And likely next turn I'll play a Glasspool Mimic. Maybe I will not. I don't know what I'm gonna do. These Glasspool Mimics are like super clunky. This card looks terrible for us. As long as there's 4 more instant and/or sorcery cards in your graveyard, this thing gets +3/+1. Discard a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library, then you can choose one of them. You may play that card this turn. It looks terrible. This is definitely a spot where I need Dismember. Alright, I'm gonna just play out our hand and hope for the best. Oh god. This would be great if we had a Lord in play. Instead we have these weirdly This would be also good if we had Harbinger. I sided in those Harbingers, right? We sided in the Harbinger. What does this say? You just tap it and discard a card? You may play that card this turn. Oops, all Mimics. So this is only going to get a land, which is something they probably need. We might be ahead here. Lord of Atlantis off the top. Just give it to me. Not Lord of Atlantis. I guess I can spreading sea. I guess I have to spreading sea something. Do you have the green or the black? Double black doesn't do anything. The green can cast Tarmogoyf and future traverses. Black could be Plague Engineer. Well, you can only have so much black mana. You have to still cast your spells. Tarmogoyf. Like, Tarmogoyf's a big deal. I guess I'm gonna hit the black because they can't play Scourge of the Skyclaves or Death Shadow while holding up like really good interaction. And Tarmogoyf isn't even a big deal. This is a nice card. It would be wonderful if it was in play. I guess I'm gonna play Glasspool Mimic as a land. Cut the green here. Well, I'm in position. If they tap out, I'm in position to win next turn. So tap out, opponent. Please do that. I think black was the fine choice. It's really difficult for them to cast multiple good spells a turn. Oh, they're going to tap this thing. They're going to spin the wheel. Yeah, I know. They just drew a land. Okay, see, if they want to play this Death Shadow, they have to pay black mana. Well, they already found a land. What do they need double? They need double black so they can cast good spell. Like, they can cast Shadow plus a removal spell per turn. So, I mean, they could remove my creatures, but if they remove my creatures, they're not playing like Death Shadow. What is this, Plague Engineer? Fire Spout, so you're going to kill off your own creature. Fetch. I might crack this relic here. Well, I just hope... Do I crack my relic? I don't need to. If they have Temur Battle Rage, I'm dead, because I'm going to attack for 3 at the Mutavault, and it's going to be a 10/10 power creature. New league. We're not going into a new league. I'll crack. Looks like I don't have many turns left. That's actually not a bad draw. It's also not a bad draw. Fire Spout. Wasn't really didn't really see that coming. Guess I'll just play out my hand. Play the land, so if I go Spreading Seas, I might draw a Lord and be able to attack for the win more cleanly next turn. Get that Goyf out of here! So if I draw a land, play Seas, draw another... Maybe draw another Lord, we win. Probably. Oh, looks like we're dead. I'm going to take a good guess that they have another removal spell in hand. I mean, I'm just going to play this and go for it. Please just scoop. So they kill Regery. I mean, I'm going to go for it. Like, I can't play around here. Like, sometimes they have Temur Battle Rage in hand, or just some random trash. Oh, you really have something here. Okay, so... Now I'm hoping they don't have anything. So if they don't have Temur Battle Rage or Bolt, like, we still have a win on the board. So it gets a little bit more exciting. Ah, we're dead. We're not dead? Anyway, I'm yielding through this turn. You do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want here. If you attack, I'm attacking back for 4. this thing again. That's interesting. There are some problems here. If they kill this, block Silvergill Adept, I mean, I have nothing on board, and even if I bounce this Death Shadow, it's not meaningful enough. So I really need to, like, Spreading Seas. I'm guessing if I hit the Blood Crypt... We don't have Bolt in hand, so it has to be, like, more Fatal Pushes or Dismember. Well, it can't be Dismember. Dismember will kill you. Yeah, they have several black sources. So the question is, do I want to prevent a Tarmogoyf by next turn? Because I can't prevent them from killing either of these creatures. And if I draw a Lord, I mean, I'm just gonna play the Lord. If I find a Lord, I win, because they just use a removal spell on the Lord and one of these creatures get through. Okay, I will see. Maybe it's just better I hit the green source for next turn. Okay, Lord made it easy. Okay, that's a victory. They can kill the Lord, but then they don't have enough. So, Harbinger, we put 4 Harbingers in our deck, and we win the match without it. Appears that we did not need Harbinger in our deck at all. What the hell is going on here? Oh, Cling to Dust? Oh, fuck. I was not thinking about that at all. You can escape this card? Well, that... Hold on. Oh, you have a removal? Hold on, what the hell do you have? No, Cling to Dust. How does this work? Cling to Dust, exile a card from your graveyard if it was... Oh, they were just drawing a card to see if they could find a removal spell. Okay, I sweat a little bit. Let's say you gain 3 life. Well, you only had 1 card in your hand. Why do you have 2 cards now? Do you draw a card? I don't know, whatever. We won the match. All right, let's get into round 2. We're jamming this league now. We're in jam mode. They wanted to draw a Bolt, which would be good enough to just shoot our face. It's a close one. But Harbinger would have been great in that match at any point of that game. Deck confirmed. Can't lose to Shadow. Yeah, now it's unbeatable. Can we change? Okay, I can change the deck. Okay, I've updated the deck for anyone who wants to go exclamation point deck. We didn't win the die roll at all. We keep it. We're going to do absolutely nothing for the first few turns of the game. Maybe, if we're lucky, we can force and negate something useful. All the shadow decks die before this build. Bro, I'm the man who asked you about an article. Did you? You're welcome. Everyone's so polite to me on Magic the Gathering Online. Oh, I don't like seeing that, but I'm just gonna let it happen. Probably another shadow deck. If it's gonna be shadow all over the fucking place, I mean, we might need to main deck these Harbingers. They took the Spreading Seas. You got it. Random blue card, please. I'll take it. Don't kill me too fast, Merfolk Sensei. Oh. I will not. My opponent asked me, just not kill them too quickly. Maybe play with my food a little bit. When is the Nikachu deck submission tourney with live commentary from Bro and Dave? I don't know. What is this? Is this Jund? I don't want to do anything. Keep taking my creatures. I will snap play the Smuggler's Copter. Alright, we have one of our main deck Harbinger of the Tides. 8 rack? Nah. I don't think 8 rack plays Wooded Foothills. And by don't think, I mean they don't. It's just Jund or something. Could still be Death Shadow. Well, probably not Death Shadow. They're not aggressively losing life. It's Jund. It's Jund! Now, I have an interesting decision if they play Liliana. Because I'm not really set up to want them to play Liliana. Jund Shadow, maybe. Trickster is great. Okay, I'll play Cavern of Souls and pass. I don't want them to use their mana on my turn. It's Nifm, is it? I don't think so. I think it's just Jund. I think it's just Jund. And I also have some option to play Force of Negation. Like, what I can do is I can play Trickster on their turn, and then protect Smuggler's Copter on my turn. Actually, I might not even attack with Smuggler's Copter. I don't have any dead cards in my hand. Maybe I'll just attack for 2. Also, if I draw a land, maybe I'll just play that as well. Alright, attack for 2? You do Fatal Push. Actually, it's the beginning of my combat. I could Force Negate this. Ah, screw it, okay. It's dead. I'm over it. Does any modern deck play Progenitus? None. I don't know a single Progenitus deck. Ah! I was playing around that, and then I stopped playing around that. Alright, they're gone. Much to my disappointment. Now, what do I do with this Force of Negation? This Force of Negation got really bad really quickly. Need my opponent to have no more removal. Alright, go for it. There goes Lord. Alright, it's going to be the Lone Grizzly Bear versus whatever Jund can top deck. Mutavault. Sure, I'll take it. Actually, cancel. Maybe I should lead off with the Lord. Seems strange, but I want the option to like be able to flash in a Lord at end of turn. Otherwise, I have to like tap out next turn. So if I play this and I draw a land, I can play the land pass and have Force of Negation and Harbinger up. Whereas if I play Harbinger, whatever, dies. If I play Harbinger, then I have to tap out to play Mass of the Pearl Trident up, and I don't have Force of Negation up. I will tap out here for Harbinger. Oh, but this is such a good combo. Please play a creature. Such good combo. Actually, I don't want them to play a creature. That'd be terrible. No, they don't get anything. Crack. I said play creature. I take it back. Don't play anything. Okay, here comes my Grizzly Bear Operative. Again, same logic as before. If I draw a land, I can hold up both these cards. Actually, if I play Master of the Pearl Trident, it's better that they kill the Trickster anyway. We have this game. We are good. If they have nothing in hand, then this Force of Negation is live right now. And maybe we are good. Oh, Bloodbraid Elf? I mean, that's a good way to get back in this game. Jeez. I'm gonna spend this. It's really hard to use this Force Negation right now. I never got that damn 4th land. If I got that 4th land, this could be so different. What do you want to do? That's right. You don't want to do anything. Gets attack for 3. If you want to trade with Bloodbraid, that is okay. The classic grind against Jund. Here comes the imminent doom of the opponent. It's annoying. I'm inclined to believe our opponent has nothing in hand. That is lovely. What a lovely card. This has been a pretty big grind. I mean, our opponent has a lot of gas. I'm very concerned about them playing a Tarmogoyf here. I'm sure it's a 5/6. So I don't even know what creature I want to see out of it. Like, what creature can I expect? Seasoned Pyromancer would be terrible. Liliana the Veil. Alright. Liliana probably going to go up. What do they discard? Yeah, it was just a land. Lord! We're going to attack the opponent, at least for a little while. Or... Liliana does threaten to kill my future creatures, so I guess we might as well kill the Liliana. But it's not a bad idea in this. It'd be better to let Liliana tick up if my opponent had cards in hand, but my opponent does not have cards in hand. And will never have cards in hand. They'll just discard everything they draw. Unless they draw a removal spell, they probably might. They might not tick up Liliana in that spot. Oh, that sucks. It's a good thing we got the Vial. Vial's okay against Liliana the Veil. This is a grind. I'm probably going to draw Silver Gilladept here. I can foresee it. Nope. What if an opponent draws Ooze? It would be fine if I had Dismember. Okay. I have no idea what I'm hoping for. They're drawing lands at the wrong time. I'm drawing lands at the wrong time. Okay, what do I need? Great draw would be Copter. I wish I played that Copter line better. Because we had Force Negation in my hand. Bolt to my face. Lily goes up. You're at 6 you can sacrifice? That could be a problem. That is awkward. Alright. Goodbye, Rejiri. Nice knowing you. Because at the very least, if Liliana ticked up, I can Vial in the creature. Whatever. Goodbye. You're gone one way or another. Oh, fuck. We're dead. We are so dead to this card. This card in the main deck. Is that card that good? Now, I can't say I'm flooding out, because I had a lot of threats earlier on. I could have used this land so much earlier. Guess I'll play it, so I can save myself some life if I draw Dismember. So they have... It's like they're drawing 2 cards a turn. They have some filtering. They can filter through 2 cards a turn. They have to discard a card, which is easy for them to do. Anyway, I have nothing to do, so you yield through this turn. Well, it's definitely not GG. I mean, Merfolk, like, all it takes is, like, a Spreading Seas, a Silver Gilladept, and a bunch of other cards, and boom, my opponent's dead. Did they bring a creature from the graveyard? What did they do? Oh, they returned Bloodbraid Elf from the graveyard. Now it might be GG. My opponent says this is no creature Jund. Well, that was pretty good for us. They top deck a pretty bad card. Thoughtseize is useless in this spot. Well, they can attack for 7, so that's not good. I'm dead. Game 2. Let's bring in the density. Take out some Cavernous Souls, take out an Ether Vial. Maybe take out 2 Ether Vials. Definitely bring in Relics. Definitely bring in Brazen Borrower. Might even bring in some Deprives. Is there anything I can take out? Opponent implied that they did not have creatures in their deck, outside of what we saw. I'll keep the Dismembers anyway, but just something to keep in mind. And Harbinger, just in case they do have creatures. Like, Harbinger is okay against Jund, so long as they play into it. Anyway, I'll submit this. I'm inclined to want to bring in 2 Deprive. I think Deprive against Jund is actually quite fine. If I can deprive a Seasoned Pyromancer, it'd be good. Oh, I think they're implying that they didn't draw them. Maybe just a joke about how they didn't draw any of their Goyfs, maybe. I can keep this hand. This is an okay hand. Thanks to Glasspool Mimic. I have a lot of good cards in here. I don't know what my opponent's going to do. If they take Copter, I'm probably going to play Spreading Seas on turn 2, just to discourage a turn 2 Wrenn and 6. Because I hate playing Silvergill Adept and then they just Wrenn and 6 it to death. That is very frustrating. I guess it's not too bad if they if they kill off the Silvergill Adept. It's not the worst. Because I can still play Mutavault after that. Hopefully they don't. I mean, they might have Kolaghan's Command. If they do, then I get 2 for 1. Is a Plague Engineer on the way? I get a sense Plague Engineer's on the way. So I am going to attack with Copter. I think my opponent's telegraphing pretty... Do I attack with Copter? If I don't attack with Copter, then my opponent can eat this thing. With Kolaghan's Command. At the very least, I might exchange it for a Bolt or a Fatal Push. And if they don't have if they don't have Bolt or Fatal Push, I can get like I might be able to get some value out of this thing. Yeah, that's fine. And look, looks like it's gonna connect, so ended up working. Or maybe not. Okay, ended up working. Actually play all this stuff out. Jund is attrition based, but Jund is also is about tempo. And if I can play more than one thing a turn than Jund does, then you can win. Like, that's what I was trying to achieve in game 1. I could only play one thing a turn though, and they kept removing things one thing a turn. I believe there was a point in that game where I had more threats in my hand than they had even cards in their hand, but because I could only play one thing a turn, they eventually caught up, especially when they Kolaghan's Commanded my creature and my Copter. Did you ever play Donkey Kong Country? Absolutely. Love that game. Play Donkey Kong Country Returns. Diddy Kong. King Cruel. Is it King Cruel? The big alligator boss. But my favorite game, one of my favorite games by Rare was like Banjo-Kazooie. I was a huge fan of Rare. Rare did so many great games for Nintendo, and then Microsoft bought them and ruined everything. Just completely ruined everything. Has Rare made like one good game for Microsoft? Like the Xbox? We should listen to aquatic ambience. Ugh, gonna make me discard a card? Guess it's gonna be Trickster. Well, not happy about that. Now again, I'm hoping for a land here. If I don't draw a land, I'm just gonna attack for 4. If I play Silvergill Adapt and they have Plague Engineer, that'll be terrible. What if you have 2 Kolaghan's commands? I can attack you for 3. I could do nothing. I literally could actually just do nothing and pass. Or not pass, but you know what, I'm actually, this is a weird line, but I'm actually not going to put anything in play. I can't listen to anything from Nintendo because then I'm going to get copyright stricken on YouTube. Nintendo's really aggressive with that crap. They love to nail you. They're going to steal all my money. Liliana of the nonsense. Each player discards a card. I guess I'm going to dump the Master of the Pearl Trident. Not card advantage. They didn't have a bolt earlier in the game. Hopefully they don't have a bolt later in the game. They had it. I'm trying so hard to play around a Plague Engineered here. I'm trying so hard. How do video game content creators get around that? They probably opt to not earn their money through ad revenue. There's the Plague Engineer, I knew it. I guess they have good cards in hand. They didn't want to sacrifice anything. Now I need a land. Oh yeah, that was a good land. That honestly was a pretty good land. So when they go minus on Liliana, I will attempt to throw a Silvergill Adapt under the bus. See if I can get anything from there. Yeah, that worked out. That worked out not too bad. Oh god. The second Liliana of the Veil. Position's not too bad. If I can dismember the stupid Plague Engineer, I'm going to be in the plus. Or I need some answer to this Plague Engineer. These are bad answers to Plague Engineer. Interesting they did not... Oh, I guess they don't want to attack because I have a Mutable in play. I know my opponent has these, like, each player discards a card. Hopefully it eats up their cards. Hopefully it eats up good cards. Ate up a Scavenging Ooze. Scavenging Ooze, it's the bin. Wow, 7-8 Tarmogoyf. Alright, can we hit a Relic of Progenitus, please? Into a Spreading Seas, into a Lord that can kill Liliana. That would be delicious. I'm just not drawing anything useful, like when the game is close. I guess I have to put this in play, or do I encourage my opponent to tick up Liliana? They have something good in hand because they played this thing. And I guess I just play this. Let's pass. Yes, probably all my sick draws happen next turn. You know what? I'm sacrificing this Harbinger. I think that might be a mistake. Because if I draw a Glasspool Mimic, I'm going to want to just copy my Harbinger and then bounce this stupid thing. Okay, I'm going to get hit for 9. Some answer to Tarmogoyf. I have them. I have a lot of them. These are not the answers to Tarmogoyf. I can take another 9. I don't want to take another 9, but I'm going to take another 9. Harbinger would have been fine there. Trickster. Relic. I'm just not drawing... Am I not drawing interaction? I don't know what to say. But our hand sucks. Well, in some world that might have been good. Oh god, this has got to be Abrupt Decay or something. Eh. We didn't flood out. Not really. Like, I had a really like, this whole hand was gas. In the beginning. But all my creatures got ate up by, like, Inquisitions and Lilianas. Anyway, I can't win. We just concede. Good game. That we got beat cleanly 2-0. Tough. Interesting how much attrition there is out there. A lot of attrition. I can't exactly say I want to bring back what's it called? Master of Waves. Because Plague Engineer is still a problem. How have the games been today? Overall good. I mean, I went 4-1 in the first league, and we are 1-1 in this league. I won the die roll here. I mean, Lurrus is good, yeah. We're up against a Lurrus deck. I think I'm happy about that, because we have a double Spreading Seas hand. Nothing to do on turn 1, but who cares? We'll have something to do later. Lurrus would definitely eat up a removal spell, but you still need the mana to do it. If you only have 3 land in play, they kill the Lurrus, and then you only got actually 1 extra card out of the deal. You've been playing with my Lurrus Copter, folk? I didn't know I made one. Okay, hold on. This is a Lurrus deck with a Watery Grave that came into play tapped. What is going on here? Is this Shadow? All of a sudden, I feel like if I don't Spreading Seas now, I don't Spreading Seas at all later. But if I Spreading Seas now and they just curve out like they don't care, because apparently they use blue mana, then I'm wasting my time. If it's Grixis Shadow, they should shock themselves. Unless they know I'm up against they're up against Merfolk. Trickster sees. Screw it. Just screw it. Screw your black mana. That's what I say. I'm gonna be on the plan of taking all the black mana away. Because you want to use that black mana to kill my creatures, don't you? Oh yeah, I know. Whoa! That's not what I was expecting. Okay, well this all makes sense all of a sudden. I'm like, why would a Watery Grave deck want to put the damn thing into play tapped? Anyway, Trickster would have been gas. That's okay, we can Trickster next turn. As they dump stuff into my graveyard. How dare you. Fortunately, there's no surgical targets here. Dark Slick Shores can signal anything these days, yeah. So... the bad news is I've started off bad against this deck, but the good news is this is a good matchup. It's a good matchup. So I will Trickster their Crab next turn. There might even be reason to like play Seize on. If they skip their land drop for the turn, I'll seize this swamp, this snow-covered swamp, because they do have black mana in the deck to like use Fatal Push and Drown in the Lock. See? You see? Do you have anything else this turn? Just one island. Well, I might as well start playing Regery. Ooh! Copter's not too bad either. Alright, Copter it is. Then next turn we play Regery. Man, Dark Slick Shores. Oh, same comment. Hopefully they don't play that stupid orb. Oh my, this second Seize is going to be amazing. Still don't play. I wonder if they've got like 3 archive traps in their hand. And there's just nothing. Oh god, they're gonna force me to shuffle. Oh no, but I'm not searching. They're searching. They found Lord of Atlantis. Okay. Fine. I don't have Lord of Atlantis in my hand! But you know what I have in my hand now. Take all my Lord of Atlantises. So in this matchup, you have to be conscious of what's in the graveyard, because they can either Surgical Extraction or Expertate it from... Like, for example, let's say I had a Regery in my graveyard. Or, sorry, I had Smuggler's Copter in my graveyard, so it's a good... Or, I don't know when it got dumped there. But it was a good thing to get the Smuggler's Copter on the battlefield. If, let's say I had Regery in the graveyard, I would want to get Regery on the battlefield, so that when they Expertate the Regery, they don't eat up both or any extra Regeries from my hand. I don't know if I'm going to play a second Seize. I think they can live with their black mana source if they want to. I'm tapping a lot of cards. Smuggler's Copter requires a lot of tapping. They did mill one. It is yikes. That was an incredibly good draw. Basically, it's like a counter spell to a burn spell. Okay, is there... Okay, so at upkeep, I'm going to put the Trickster in play. Make sure we don't get any more of this landfall shit. How is this matchup? Seems like it's... I don't want to say it's a buy. Well, maybe it is a buy. I can't even recall, like... No, I've definitely lost to this deck, like, only because of the card that gains them life for all the creature cards they exile from my graveyard. But outside of that, like, it's nothing. Why are they... Oh, they have to... The orb is making them discard cards. Crypt Incursion. That's the only card that gets me. Outside of that, this is a very good matchup. Now, yeah, some versions play Ensnaring Bridge, so you have to watch out for that. Yeah, that's not happening. I'm sorry. Fuck that. Can I kill them next turn? I cannot. Field of Ruin. You're gonna take... No! Oh no! Okay, I'm not gonna take a land just in case it's relevant. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I'll go down to 25. If I get Archive Trap twice, I lose anyway. But the point is, I want to keep at least one random card in my hand. So, and I don't need the mana. I'm just gonna let it go. Oh, I lost a mill today. Okay, here's one Archive Trap. Is there a second one? So honestly, it feels like they have more than one Archive Trap. Do I have to put my thing on the stack first? So we're going to tick the Vial up so I can get Rd.3 in play. Okay, I gotta calculate. Let's assume my deck has 8 cards left, because they're definitely going to be playing, or they don't definitely play, but they're probably going to play a land. I can activate Vial. I don't have anything close to lethal. I think I have to attack with everything to guarantee lethal, though. I have to Vial in this Rd.3, attack with Copter, Trickster, and Rd.3. That will be for a good chunk of damage. Otherwise, if I just attack with 2 creatures, I could attack for 7, put them to 9. Leave Rd.3 up just in case to... Is it... What the hell am I playing around? If I play around anything. Well, I could play around Fatal Push. Fatal Push could be a thing. Okay, so these are all things that help my opponent. Don't kill me. Is that gonna help me? Probably not. I don't think Harbinger helps. I bounce Crab, they replay Crab, does nothing. Alright, don't play one damn good thing. Don't play any mill cards on me. So I have to pay at least 5. I can pay for 1... Oh, you know what? I didn't play around a fetch land. Could I play around a fetch land? Because if they go fetch... Crypt Incursion. Exile all creature cards from graveyards. Gain 3 life. That sounds bad. We go to 42. I think we're dead now. Now, that I've never seen in the main deck. Oh, they have Engineered Explosives, too. Oh, they did not cast it properly, though. I wonder what they just drew. The Crypt Incursion or what? Anyway, we're lost. I have 4 cards in hand. Is there... Okay, what's left in my deck? Okay, there's no Lord of Atlantis's. There's any Master of the Pearl Tridents? Probably not. Because there is a world where I attack with 3 creatures, then on my turn I mill 3 creatures, and then maybe I draw... Because I can attack for 3 creatures here. Is that enough at all? I need to draw, like, Master of the Pearl Trident. Is Crypt Incursion always in the main deck? They most definitely don't have Crypt Incursion always in the main deck. Or at least not the winning builds that I've been seeing. Like, also, the winning builds I've been seeing don't usually play Ensnaring Bridge. Like, you can make... This deck got good because they got rid of the jank cards in it. I mean, you can fill it up with jank cards. Oh, did I lose? Enters the battlefield, each opponent mills 3 cards. Alright, so we'll concede. Oh yeah, and they were playing Lurrus. That's why I played, like, turn... If we went turn 2 Trickster, we probably would win relatively easily. Okay, cards we want to bring in. We do want to bring in Chalice. We do want to bring in Force and Negation. I'll bring this. I have a feeling this deck is playing like the old-fashioned version of Mill. So we'll bring in the Brazen Borrower for Ensnaring Bridge. We'll definitely take out Spreading Seas. I'll keep Dismember. It's good at hitting Mana Scribe and a lot of other cards. In this league, Courtois Gaming, we're 1-1. I won the first round, did not win the second one. Guess I'll take out a Harbinger, I don't need it. I'm gonna side up to 64 cards. This deck plays Engineer Explosives in the main deck. This is a janky version of Mill, 100%. This is not your typical Mill deck. I should have paid attention to their side. To what the hell was going on? That's okay. I'll just submit this. I'm gonna play Chalice. I would love to go first. And this time I'm not. This version will be a little bit weaker because we don't have a single 1-drop, and 1-drops I think are important in this matchup. The whole deck is jank in my opinion because all you need to do is win the matchup is run one Guy's Blessing or Kozilek. I don't know if it's that easy. Yeah, latest version on Goldfish plays 0 incursion in the 75. That's a bit extreme. I'll keep this. It's a bit risky. I'll keep it though. Chalice on 1 is pretty good. It's not everything, but it's pretty good. I'm telling you, Mr. Krabs, it's jank. I don't know what else to tell you. Well, whatever. It's a card. It's a card. If they want to have it in the main deck, that's fine. They can do whatever they want. I shouldn't really say anything about Mill. I'm not a Mill master or anything like that. And if it's playable in the sideboard, of course it can come into the main. I don't like that this Hedron Crab got underneath my Chalice of the Void, but I'm gonna have to live with it. Yeah, didn't you say that it was always in the main? Always in the main? Well, I've been taking shots my whole life. Oh no! Oh, I screwed the... Getting distracted here. I'm supposed to play Cavern of Souls so I can play around, I'm gonna get punished here, aren't I? Drown in the lock. Oh, thank God. No punishment. Most tribal decks, but I'm not most tribal decks. I am most certainly your worst nightmare. I have a good aggro plan plus counter spells. I will admit this. I will be the weakest to the most jankest versions of Mill. So when I'm talking, like, if they've got a main deck Ensnaring Bridge and all these other pieces that never made... Like, first off, I want to say, like, Mill can be a deck, but it was held back by the fact that there were so many bad versions of Mill for a very long time. I think... Like, it is no surprise to me whatsoever that when Mill won the Modern Challenge, it did not play Ensnaring Bridge. Like, or like not in the main. I can't remember if it was in the sideboard, but I don't even think it was in the sideboard. Okay, if you did not have a counterspell for my Lord of Atlantis, oh, you're gonna Field of Ruin this thing no matter what, so we might as well play this. Get the Lord on the battlefield. Every deck seems to have this illusion of playing like Ensnaring Bridge for victory. It might... Well, I mean, Humans is not the only matchup out there, though. I don't know if I want to play Trickster on this crab or hold it. I think I might hold it for a rainy day. Well, I searched anyway. I hope this is not gonna kill me. Because I could sort of use the land. I made a mistake. I was supposed to, what's it called? Trickster's this thing on their turn. I guess it's not too bad. I can hold this up. Okay, they got Luris. Because this is a 2-turn clock anyway. So I can hold up... No, if I hold up Force Negation, it doesn't do anything. Okay, anyway, I'll play another... Master of the Pearl Trident. Humans keeps Mill in check. Is it even good against humans? Is Mill a good matchup for humans? I would doubt that. I could be wrong, though. Anyway, we win. Change nothing. Yeah, I heard Amulet is a really bad... Amulet has a really bad matchup against Mill. Now that I think of it, outside of, like, I don't know, elves, I imagine all the tribal decks beat Mill. This deck, this hand is very difficult to keep. I think I'm going to keep it. It's a greedy keep, though. If I draw one land, this hand is very good. It's a very greedy keep, though. Maybe I shouldn't risk it against a good matchup. But I really like having this turn 1 Dismember for this crab. It might save me a lot of time and life. Can't do anything about that one. Spirits is horrendous because they bring in Rest in Peace, which is no life gaining with Crypt. Alright, we got lucky to continue to draw cards. And we drew on curve too. Guess upkeep, we're just gonna Trickster the crab. Actually, they fetch. I might as well Trickster it right now. Actually, maybe I don't even do anything this turn. Because they could fetch Field of Ruin. Ugh. This is a bad spot. Fetch 9 cards. Yeah, maybe I should just Trickster this thing at upkeep. Okay, well, whatever. Well, maybe not necessarily whatever. Okay, we'll just let it go. I guess I could get punished if they expertated, or like, what is it, extirpate or whatever? Okay, well, I have to make a move. Honestly, I think this deck should just... Well, I mean, I think you should have some disruption. You need it. But I have no idea if you should go full on control. I'm really not a fan... I really am not a fan of these control versions of Mill. Brazen Borrower. Actually, that's going to be nice, because then I can bounce the stupid crab. And then have to not worry about it in the future. I don't want to play too patiently against this deck, but I mean, I'm doing what I gotta do. Oh, look at that. The land drop card. The landfall. Okay, here comes Lurrus. Not that big of a deal. Yet. Okay, Merfolk. Get Reedry in play. Start bashing. Lurrus is not that big of a deal because they can't even get the crab back. As long as Chalice is in play. Yes, you have a Lurrus. I'm not aware, but I believe it. But how well did the team do? Like, okay, what was the team? What was their finish? What was Jason Chung's team's finish? Because like, if they were in the losers bracket and they keep facing losers as Jason is winning, but the team wasn't, then it's not very relevant to me. I mean, nothing against him, but like that's very relevant when you say like in a team event they went undefeated in a team event. Then I found out that they're in the 0-7 bracket. You know, everything is in context. Now what do I do here? I could play. Well, I don't think this thing is attacking. I don't want to attack any of my creatures into this. Actually, I can untap a land because they might Field of Ruin me. And if they do, I can tap for a blue, add another blue when I get a land. Jason did great then. Okay, I have a good question. Does Jason play online? I highly respect people who can do consistent results. And I'm not saying that Mill can't. I'm not saying that Mill can't. All I've said this game is that Merfolk has a very good Mill match. Okay, now what do I do? I'm sort of in a position where I can't lose. Or can I? I mean, if I just play Trickster. Trickster, tap Lurrus. Any bad stuff can happen to me. The thing is, like, if they have Crypt Incursion up, I really want to have this Force Negation for it. Block, take 3. I think I'm just going to attack. If they want to block with Lurrus, that's fine. I'm going to win this in 2 turns. I don't like to play greedy here. I'm way ahead. It's not even close to losing. The only way I'm going to lose is if they play Crypt Incursion and I let it resolve. So if I play Trickster, they go Crypt Incursion, gain a bunch of life. That's not good. I mean, Lurrus can die. I don't care. I think the fact that there are answers to Mill does not mean that this deck is like there are answers to every deck out there, or basically every deck out there. I'll replace this with a land. Ooh, I only have 1 land left. Should pay attention to my lands. Doesn't Trickster stop lifelink and static abilities like that? Yes, but if I tapped out, they could play Crypt Incursion and gain a boatload of life this turn, and I did not want to risk that. I don't want, because I can't play Force of Negation for free on my turn. I can play it for free on their turn, but I can't play it for free on my turn. So the idea is pass with the mana up. You want to play Crypt Incursion? Go for it. If they have a land drop and they can play 2 Crypt Incursions, then they'll get me. Well, there are decks that have no answers to it, and then they get banned. Good games. I got it. They had all the Ruin Crabs. They had a Damnation, too. Are you stream sniping? Like, how do you know about my Force of Negation? Are any of you Red October in the chat? Yeah, Red October's in the chat. Okay, where's Tuxdev? Where's Tuxdev? We're fucking putting them on the wall of shame. They have Damnation in hand. Concede, knowing that I have Force of Negation. Tuxdev, where are you? Where are you, Tuxdev? Red October's going to this fucking thing. Might as well say something. Yeah, we have a mill player. Sometimes they come in right at the end, like to just say something. Are you stream sniping or not? What's going on here? You're implying to me that you stream snipe because there's no other reason for this. Yo, got stream sniped twice today. I was up against a mill player that could see my hand. And still lost. That's how good of a matchup the Merfolk versus Mill matchup is. Well, okay, I'm writing this down. Tuxdev has to add Red October to Wall of Shame. Add to Wall of Shame. That's why I have the guard up whenever I play like a modern challenge. You never know who's gonna like show up. But they didn't have the Crypt Incursion. They did not have the Crypt Incursion in hand. And I still beat a Damnation into Drownalock if they drew the land, because I could force negate holding the mana up and then pitch here. I know you always win your deck, but no matter it is, what? Where is the Wall of Shame? Are you going to really make one? No, the Wall of Shame is it's a Wall of Shame. It's a command in here. Wall of Shame. We have Anders Povert. We have Biots Degia, and soon we're gonna add Red October. No, can you? Oh, I can go edit, use 5 commands. Hold on, but I don't. Okay, can you do that again? Except, hold on, I'll do it. Hold on, maybe I can do this. I gotta change Red October though. We could take the capital letters out. They didn't have capital letters in their name. Ah, sweet. My beautiful Wall of Shame. Adding more people to the Wall of Shame. Beautiful. Perfect. We beat 2 stream snipers today. I have to play without being able to see my opponent's hand, their deck. Yeah, they conceded with Damnation in their hand. They didn't even try to cast it, and I saw them in the chat. I looked up. There is a Red October in the chat. Are they still there? They're gone. The only person left is a Red Panty Knight person. They left in shame. All right. Well, that's round 3. Let's move on to round 4. And it's always the combo decks. So far, the pattern is the confirmed stream snipers are combo players. See, this is why stream sniping is not a problem. We just beat them anyway. I know, I just have to read their mind. Okay, we won the die roll. This hand blows. I'm gonna keep it. Because if the Smuggler's Copter is not interacted with, it'll be great. This will fix our hand. We're up against a Teferi Avatar. I hope that means they're a control deck. It also might mean they're a burn deck and they're trying to misdirect us. I love this comment, the pessimist science. Yeah, Mill players are super hostile and talk so much garbage. As we saw in the last round. And they stream sniped me and they were still dead. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe did they just show up at the last second? But I mean, they had the option to like make their peace. Because they might have thought that, I mean, they were lost, right? They didn't even, no, but they could have cast Damnation. They didn't even try. Have you Demir Merfolk for perfect information with Thoughtseizes? No, I have not. Well, no, I've tried, actually. I've tried stuff with... The thing with Thoughtseizes is on turn 1, you want to play Aether Vial, and then on turn 2, you're like, do I want to play a 2-mana card, or do I want a Thoughtseize on turn 2? And it's very awkward. Yeah, I think they definitely sniped. I would have never known if they didn't show me the hand. And all things considered, I just try to have fun with the Wall of Shame. It's just fun to have a Wall of Shame. Anyway, this hand is turning up. Don't give the benefit of the doubt, though. The Wall of Shame! Stream sniping is a strat. Ah! Valakut. I guess this is the Titan Vial deck. Maybe minus the Vial. It could be just old-fashioned Titan. Anyway, our draws have been very good. Well, I can't prevent the sniping, so that's why in the big tournaments, I don't know if anyone's watched me on Saturdays or Sundays in the Modern Challenge, but I don't let anyone see my hand. I just don't, because this is what happens. Like, I just need to play against one person that has perfect information against me to completely ruin an entire event. To prevent me from making top 8 or prizes or whatever. So, but this is for content. This is for content creation. I will say, if we know they're a sniper, I will put, we've got this. I am prepared. So, I mean, if I will use this thing. I know how to use it. Oops. I'm very unhappy to see this card. Okay, let's, I guess, aggro them out. I hope to draw a Harbinger so I can bounce this Dryad. Because Dryad plus Valakut is going to snipe down all my stuff. Very important interaction to let everyone know. Because of layering, if you Trickster the Dryad, everything is still a mountain. Or all land types, I should say. There might be some legitimate reason to go to 3 here, because if I activate Mutavault and attack with Copter... Because I can't activate Mutavault and play a 3-drop at the same time if I draw it. I just don't want to do it. Oh, beautiful! Beautiful! What a beauty! Oh, I guess I have to do this now, right? I mean, I guess I don't need to do this now. You know what was an interesting line? I could crew the Copter, play Harbinger, untap my creature. It doesn't matter. I'll just untap a land for the time being. I had other options, though. Fuck! I really want to cast this on this Valakut. What are you going down to? Hopefully, very low life total. 5? 5 is still alive. When I first started playing Modern, I was going to use Realm Right for a way to get around Blood Moon. I was such a pony. Anyone got any ideas for Merfolk tattoo? I don't know. Master of Waves is pretty cool. Well, I really don't want to make suggestions on this. It feels weird to me. So, I mean, I have all sorts of lethal here. I mean, they can play... They only have one more land drop this turn. I mean, I have a lot of lethal here. I guess they can play one more Dryad and play a Valakut and then get 2 triggers. Do you have... No Valakut. Okay, so you can kill one of these things. Shit, you're still alive. I need to draw Merfolk. I need to draw a creature. To at least equip the Copter and attack through this garbage. One creature! Anything. Even Glasspool Mimic. That will do. Ooh. This is super lethal. Honestly, I shouldn't have done that. I didn't want to show them the interaction if they didn't know about it already. Okay, I'm gonna make it look like I have, I gained Island Walk here, just in case they don't know about this interaction, because this gives them islands. See, now they concede it. I don't want them to know that this gives me islands. That might be a consideration they'll think about in the future. Okay, so this is Titan Vial. First rule in I know Spreading Seas didn't actually do anything. We actually have to take out all the Spreading Seas versus Titan Vial. They'll have between neither... I mean, I don't know the exact builds right now, but between Ghost Porter, and neither Reliquary and that stupid 1-mana creature that sacks lands, you will never keep a Spreading Seas on the battlefield, and it's so vulnerable and pointless. We can bring in... I can't remember if Force of Negation does anything. I want to say it doesn't. Deprive will be fine. Brazen Bar is fine. Their deck is clunky. Just get the Master Has Arrived tattoo on your forehead. Everyone will know the Master has arrived. What am I going for here? I'm sure Harbinger is good. Maybe it's better than Deprive. Okay, I gotta look it up. I don't remember if Force of Negation is worth shit in this matchup. I'll even open up F. Pavlusha's deck. I see just Ether Vial. There's like no Summoner's Pact. Okay, so this is worthless. Trash. Which means I can bring in other stuff. I can bring in the Harbinger of the Tide. So we can bring in... 1 Spreading Seas. Just to randomly have Island Walk. I just don't understand why you don't splash for choke. I wonder if anyone in the Merfolk cult has a tattoo of it. Definitely some... Well, a tattoo of the Master Has Arrived. I doubt it. This hand sort of sucks. You do want to be... You want to be pretty aggro in this matchup. I'm going to keep it. I mean, if we get to play turn 3 Mara Regery and it's not interacted with at all, that'll be good for us. We can make a big comeback with Harbinger of the Tides, but for the most part, this is not that great. Ooh, that was a great draw. But we are going to reserve this card for specifically Dryad of the Elysian Grove. We got stream sniped and beat him.
Yeah, right October.
Wait, you saw it?
Yeah, I heard you. I played bump, yeah.
Oh.
What's your record?
2-1. Lost to Classic Jund, of all things. Super Classic Jund. Sort of a sad panda here, so I'm going to tap out. And I know they're going to play this Dryad next turn. Wall of Blossoms. Does it have reach? No, it does not. It does not have reach. That's very pleasant to see. Ooh, Elvish. I probably have to off this guy. No! I would love to play an Ether Vial here. It's not that bad. Do I off you? You are ramp, and you find Valakut. Yeah, I probably have to off you. I'm probably just gonna dump this vial to the Copter. I made the mistake of keeping... The Reclaimer is just incredibly good value. It looks like a modern playable card. Like 1 mana, tutors. Nothing wrong with that. Looks totally like a modern playable card. Just saw no play until now. It randomly becomes a 4-power creature, right? No, just a 3/4. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, we are somewhat racing a Titan here. Well, the Titan can't do anything on turn 1, and then we can start trickstering it. Plus, if Rd.3 lives to the very next turn, this is going to be really strong. I guess I can't do anything with this Pearl Trident yet. I'm going to play Glasspool Mimic. As a land. And now I have the option to... If they play Titan, I have multiple turns. Okay. Well, that sort of sucks. I didn't expect that to happen. Okay, so now I don't have multiple turns. I have 1 turn that I can play Trickster and slow the Titan down for a turn. And then we have to start dealing with zombies. Millions and millions and millions of zombies. Oh, they have no Titan? Well, that's just fantastic. In that case, if you don't have a Titan, I'm going to bring the Hurt. Two-turn clock. Bring in the school. I guess I'll say yes. That's trash. Alright, they're pretty much dead. Okay, if they have a Titan now, it might be interesting. Because they could go... well, I guess it's not going to be interesting. I don't know. What do I do? Just nothing? I can play Trickster, tap down 2 things, attack for... There's not Settle the Wreckage in this deck, is there? I mean, I can play around that a little bit. Okay, I can play around that. I don't think they have Settled the Wreckage. So many cards in hand. What do you have in hand? So if I tap Reejerey, you literally need 2 Pathed Exiles here to deal with my 3 creatures that I'm about to attack with. If you have Settle the Wreckage, it would be an ugly blowout. Will you say yes? Ooh, we have the answer to the Settle the Wreckage. And I can bring Glasspool Shores back to my hand. Our opponent fetches. They're about to do something. You're going to try to interact with the board. Nika bro face reveal. You must have leaned too hard into the camera. Oh, they've got fucking zombies. I totally forgot. Alright. I feel like I'm a moron. Chump blockers. I mean, they can Ghost Quarter themselves too. They can Ghost Quarter Flags of Trocaire. Is that good enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they can get a few more creatures. We won the match anyway. They're like, you know what, screw this. Alright, 3-1. Let's scoop up another full one, boys and girls. Bring on the stream snipers.
How far did I be now? He clipped it.
I've seen your face a million times.
No,
It's like the same amount. There's like tons of... That's not... I wouldn't say that's any more or less than what you usually see. Because this is coming up now, as the owner of the video I clipped, you can delete any clips you want. It's okay. I've seen my brother do that in, like, when I'm editing my videos. He has, like, you see like a quarter of his face all the time. We won the die roll. This is not a hand I can keep on the play. I need one more land. Yeah, I can keep this. So honestly, I just want to keep the lands, but if I keep the lands, it's hard to use the Mutavault. Don't be on control. I could use that Mutavault. Be on... I don't know. Titan Vial. More Titan Vial decks. I want to say my opponent's on Death Shadow or something. Whenever I see this red bordered avatar, I always think Death Shadow. Oh god, what is this? Oh, it's Death and Taxes. We're gonna get schooled here. You get the hell out of here. So, I'm gonna ignore that. Lord. If they go like Giver of Runes and Stoneforge Mystic, they've had that against me. The last match I had, they've had that against me, I think, 3 times in all 3 games, and it's so hard to beat. No, I think they only had it in 2 games, and I just lost miserably. Like, I can beat a Stoneforge Mystic, but not if it's backed up by a Giver of Runes. Yeah, it's the same deck. Oh, it's just spirits. Land! Give me a land so I can curve out. Damn it. Alright. That how it be. One side is curving out, the other side is playing lords. Let's do this. Show me your stupid exile target creature spirit. We didn't even have a good start, but we have a pretty good clock, so they need interaction here. They might have it. I'm worried about a completely different class of cards now. Yeah, here's the Skyclave Apparition.
A lot of Skyclave.
It's got a lot of Skyclave stuff. Who's this, Phantasmal Image? Oh, Unsold Marion. I don't really care. Well, I'm still winning the race if they don't have another Skyclave Apparition.
Yeah, no,
I think I'm still winning the race. It's not that good.
you get your card back?
But I still really... No, I don't actually. That's the point. So exile the card, and then when you kill it, you get a 2/2... You get like a creature equal to the converted mana cost of the card that they took. So what I think is going to be really good in the mirror match, or not in the mirror match, in the Vial mirror, is they steal the Vial, and that's going to be just back-breaking. Anyway, lower them out. Actually, we might be losing the race, because I'm only attacking for 3 here. Next turn, only for 7. Stay Slab. Win rate has been super high since introducing Glasspool. What do you think? Is it because you're good, or you're on a hot streak? I think the leagues have got... Honestly, I think the leagues have gotten pretty soft recently. I don't know if the stronger players are paying attention to other stuff. I mean, I am playing against good people in these leagues. I recognize some big names. That was extremely risky. I guess they have Collected Company, and they're going to need to find a... what's it called? Okay, come on, land. Give me a fucking land. Just do it. I mean, it might be a lock. They probably have, like, what's it called? Land! You didn't listen! Anyway, we're dead. Probably next turn, so... Just hope this resolves. But Spell Queller is likely on the way. But at least if I drew a land, I could play Dismember on the Spell Queller.
Wait.
Oh, Fine.
It's a fucking land.
Yeah. Find anything but Spell Queller or Skyclave Apparition. They have a lot of targets. But they still have a Vial on 3. Oh, actually, land didn't work because they had Unsettled Mariner anyway. So am I super dead? I can chump block. Yeah, I'm super dead. What is this? Chump. 8-11. Yeah, that's enough. I can concede. Alright. It's nice to be on the play, but I need to curve out. We only lost. I think that we are heavily. Well, I don't want to say we're heavily favored. I need to see how this Skyclave card is going to play out. But outside of that, we're heavily favored. Can definitely bring in Harbinger. Okay, definitely don't need any Spreading Seas. Might be easy sideboarding. Just gonna bring in anything that can interact. Deprive might be okay. Well, especially on the play. Might be better than Force Negation. Well, Force Negation can hit Vial easier and whatever. It's either Deprive or over Force Negation. I guess it's a Vial matchup. I'll keep Force Negation. We need to win because this deck is our competition. Maybe people finally buying into Modern on Magic the Gathering Online. I do think there's a big influx. There might be a big influx of people playing on Magic the Gathering Online. Skyclave has been brutal for you. I mean, I imagine. I still stand. If I had a Vial in play, if I could get to my third land, I would smash them. Like, if I could play Mirror Reedry on turn 3, untap, and play multiple cards a turn, it was over. But that never happened. Yeah, I can keep this. I'm not in love with the hand. I will start off a little bit clunky, but, like, it's playable.
With the 5.
It's over. Well, we'll see. They might, like, ramp into... Like, they play Skyclave Apparition on Aether Vial, and it's not pleasant. I intend turn 2 play Glasspool Mimic, unless I draw a card. Basic Landshark rating with a party of 19. Welcome, Basic Landshark. We're playing Basic Lands too. And there are sharks in this water, so hope to make you proud. Thank you, Mr. Basic Landshark. Mr. Basic Landshark. Ooh, a second Vial. It's actually probably worth investing. Anyway, I really hate doing nothing this turn, but whatever. Doing what I gotta do. So if they Skyclave Apparition 1 Vial, at least we have a second one. Okay, I need to get this Copter in play so I can be invincible to other crap. The stupid Spell Queller's on its way. How's your stream? What do you play? Mausoleum Wanderer. Alright, you wander. Hopefully something we can... I mean, this is a great... we put the Harbinger of the Tides in this deck for a reason. We have not seen any play of this Harbinger of the Tides. This is the matchup for Harbinger of the Tides, hands down. Skyclave Apparition. They might go for my Copter, though.
So they can just steal any permanent?
Convert mana cost 4 or less. Where if you take a 1 mana permanent away, they get a fucking 1/1 creature. That is a brutal trade-off. That is a terrible trade-off. That is not worth it at all. Oh, finally, Harbinger is going to do shit. He'll do something. Very important to note, our opponent has no basic lands in play. No basic lands. I cited out all my Spreading Seas. This might be awkward in this game. I'll tick these both up to 2. So I have 2 drops in hand.
For jury.
Second Dismember is not bad. I will attack, hoping they will block or do something foolish. They might block Violent Supreme Phantom.
Take another shit.
I might as well put this in play. And I also might as well dismember the Skyclave Apparition. Because if I let them untap, they'll have Spell Queller up. Yeah, we better kill this thing off. And they'll play Mausoleum Wanderer anyway. Give me my shit back.
2/2.
They can also vial in, like, Drogskull Captain. Oh yeah, Skyclave's gonna be a staple. Depending what this is. Oh yeah, we're gonna fuck you off too. Get out of here.
Goodbye.
No, I'm not. I mean, if they curve into, what's it called?
Oh,
Maybe I could have left that in play. No, I don't want to play around Spell Queller this whole game.
Took his vial upstairs.
Of course. Two Mausoleum Wanderers. Alright, so if they vial in Drogskull Captain, those are 3/3s. So I better attack with just one Harbinger. Unless I can find another Dismember. I might want to tick this thing up to 3 just in case I draw Reejery or Glasspool Mimic. Trickster is great. That is a good draw. Okay, so if you vial in just a random creature, I guess I should just attack with this.
Mr. Shark.
See you, Mr. Shark. Bye-bye. So long. Stepping away for the day. Bye, Nikachu. And this is Steam Bro. But they only have 1 creature left. I guess what I can do is like Trickster one of these things, then bounce it, and then still eat it. It seems a bit fancy, though. You play a Lord. Whatever. If they trade a Mausoleum Wanderer... Oh, but what if you play a Spell Queller? That would really suck. I don't know how much room I have to just play around here. You pick the vial up straight to 3, confidently.
So we got more 3 things than 2 things.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack for a 3 with the 3/3. That sucks. My creatures are gonna get smaller. Really need a clone. So attacking with this would have been great. Sure. Just let them trade. I'd love to play a Lord and bounce one of these things or something, but such lines do not exist! I need some decent top decks here. I think I'm gonna just do nothing for a little while, because these are really good cards. Okay, now I'm thinking of Trickstering this and hopefully eating it. Oh god, what if you have Spell Queller? Okay, I'm going to attempt to eat. Well, I'm gonna eat it with the illusion, probably. I'll attempt to eat it. See if eating happens. They might vial in a creature. Yeah, they drew some. They drew a 3-drop. Oh, they had Glasspool Mimic. Well, one way or another. Well, we don't get to eat it. We'll trade. Nice draw. Okay.
Empty-handed, though.
Block. They were empty-handed before they drew for the turn. The problem is do I get anywhere if I keep bouncing these stupid Skyclave apparitions? I don't think so. I know. I'm actually just behind here. Look, I'm just super behind. They have 4 power in play. Oh yeah, and I drew another vial. That's just fantastic.
I guess you do 2 creature.
I guess it's not that bad. So this is actually going to work. Well, assuming our opponent doesn't have anything in hand. So I'll bounce this. I guess I bounce the OG. Or maybe I don't bounce the OG. I bounce the copy. Then I attempt to block. Because I'm going to get a 2-power creature no matter what out of this.
Does it fly?
No, it does not. Okay, so I get my 2/2. Then I have 2 2/2s to block this thing. I will double block.
Does the Skyclave fly?
No.
That's stupid.
What a pathetic spirit you are. I mean, they can eat one of these, but it doesn't matter. Unless they drew a path. Like, well, I mean, we'll see what they drew. So at least I eat this. The OG dies. You can't copy. Well, if I get rid of you, you can't copy the rest of them. Alright, can I draw, like, you know, something?
Yeah, the 4th vial.
Always healed. This one, no. This one, should just say always no. And this one, yes. I'm on defense. The problem with being on defense is if they just draw a Lord, I'm fucked. It's such a bad block. So actually better is to actually attack. I'd like to see a series where you try the tier 1 decks in Modern. That's probably way too much time for me. I'm sure some people would like to see that, but for the most part, people like to just watch me play Merfolk. Okay, Noble Hierarch. My attack was good! I was not defending against that.
And get Exalt.
My opponent's draws are great. Well, I don't know about great, but it's better than what's going on here. No. Yes. It just might not be our league. How does the Lord of Atlantis say hello? He waves. Where's Day 2 Dryden to enjoy that one? You know what'd be great right now? Smuggler's Copter.
Take it over.
Didn't they eat it? Didn't I have a Smuggler's Copter and they ate the damn thing? You know, you're the famous fish. I am.
Yeah, you are a fish. They call the ponies in poker.
That's right. The fish come to Magic and it's worth more to me. Okay. I'll even take Dismember at this point. Okay, this is always no.
How come that stuff doesn't work? You always do this always no stuff, but it never works.
No, but it does. Okay, now this is always no. I'm not ticking anything up or down.
Hey!
Hallelujah. Something.
Maybe we can chain a ton of them together.
Yes. We can go Silvergill Adapt into Silvergill Adapt into some other shit.
Okay.
Yes.
You can technically do that.
Alright, let's keep it going, I guess. Okay.
Is Glasspool gonna pull us out?
I wonder, do I just not attack? Because if I can double block this, that's good value. If I'm allowed to, but I don't want to double block with Silvergill because I'll lose 2 Silvergills for this stupid thing. And the Silvergills are worth more. Where's your fucking island? I guess they don't have islands. They're playing with like more Seachrome Coast and Cavernous Souls. Okay, I will forgo some damage here. Because I'm not the beatdown right now. It's pointless attacking. I should be on defense anyway. Alright, get the hell out of here.
All lands.
We are very likely dead. Yeah, that's bad.
Don't have to worry about the flyer though. We got a trickster.
Well, there is a world where we actually survive this. Starts with Trickster. And we have to kill the captain. Okay, double block, take 2, go to 4. Well, it looks insane because I drew like a million mana. I drew some really bad mana sources. If anything, I'm doing pretty well. I'm just struggling to get my game on. Okay, guess what, Illusion? You are fucking chump blocker. And that's it. Hey, we have a decent chance here. Oh, they are gonna block. Okay. I wasn't bluffing. Okay, we get something back. Deal damage. They actually have a 2-turn clock in the air. I forgot about that. Do I have anything that can win next turn? Not really. I need help. Supreme Phantom is a 2-turn clock in the air. I need... What can help me? I don't know. Yeah, but that might have been the land that they drew last turn.
You might just be sandbagging again.
Okay, if I draw Lord of Atlantis, I can tap... Like, the problem is this Hierarch can chump block. So if I draw Lord of... Do I have lethal on the... Actually, I have lethal on the battlefield, so if I just draw Merfolk, that might be enough. Yeah, if they have nothing, that's... Okay, we want to just draw Merfolk. Just give me some damn thing. This is probably where I draw, like, Glasspool Mimic or some crap like that. It was just not meant to be, that's all. Hold on, they have to chump, right? Okay, that we have another turn if they have nothing. They have to chump. And we have, again, 2-turn clock. Yeah, the chump means no lethal. Don't have anything! Ah, fuck off. I drew 3 extra mana sources than you, and I mulliganed. Didn't I mulligan? I can't remember.
He mulliganed.
This game?
Yeah.
They mulligan game 1. If they mulligan twice, then this is a very impressive comeback. What happened in the other portion of the game? If you have anything to play, come on, just kill me. Just kill me. Just do it already. They obviously have something. Or they might, I don't know, maybe they're playing around. Because I have 2 cards in hand, so it might make them nervous. Maybe they're bluffing? I mean, maybe. It's a weird bluff.
Holy moly.
Bro, I tapped my mana, just concede. Make me sweat this out too? Fuck, you had this the entire time?
It's not good enough. Right.
This is more than good enough. I guess they were thinking...
What
What was the tapping of the mana for? Oh, I forgot about the Trickster bug again. That's right, I Trickstered them. No, but I don't think I'm losing because of the Trickster bug. Maybe I should just try to reimburse as many times as possible against any decks with Lords. Because, yeah, I should be at, like, at least 1 more life. Because I Trickstered the stupid thing again. Yeah, file for comp, file for comp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Well, this is a pseudo land. Anyway, I'm dead. Good games. That was the first 3-2 that we had with this list. Copter.
So
How did we lose the other one? We lost to just random. We just lost a regular Jund. No hide phones today, but get your money. You should file for anyway so that they're constantly reminded of the bug. I should. So 3-2.
See what the price of the treasure chests are.
Well, it's like 2.4 or something like that. Well, anyway, this build with Copter probably is not doing very well against Spirits because it's just more clunky. I don't have any things to do on turn 1. Like, this is supposed to be better against attrition, which we did see quite a bit, and disappointingly, we did lose to one Jund deck. So let's get back. Well, and didn't we play? So this is actually a version with Harbinger. It did help. Harbinger definitely helped against Spirits, but we still got toast by 2-0. We got O2'd pretty easily. Yeah, there's a bug where if you trickster something, if you trickster a lord, you'll remove the you'll remove any abilities on that particular creature, but all other creatures that are affected by the lord still remain, when in reality the lord, like the creature should not be giving abilities to anything else. So I didn't think about it, Bishark, but yeah, and I completely forgot about it. What can I say? What can I say? I don't know. It's hard to find a good balance of like Benthic Biomancer versus Smuggler's Copter. I tried Copter. I think Copter is pretty good. I don't know what's better, Copter or Harbinger of the Tides. I didn't have my 1-drop. I don't know. I might start going back to Simic. I mean, I still am totally sold by Glasspool Mimic. This is the best card. This is definitely a stock card in Mono Blue Merfolk. It's a great card. It's fantastic. But I might start, maybe starting Wednesday, I go back to Simic, which I think is still just an outrageously powerful, strong, lean deck. And maybe I play with Harbinger in this thing instead of Ether Gust. Something to that effect. I don't think we can... Wait, run what in Simic? Harbinger? Or the other card... Or Glasspool Mimic. I really don't believe in Glasspool in Simic. Because in this... Like, if you look at how the games play out in Mono Blue, we're constantly taking a turn off to play Glasspool Mimic. That's not what... If you're up against Spirits, that's not what you want to do. In fact, didn't we lose one of the games against Spirits because I played turn 1 Vial, but then turn 2, I didn't have a second land drop to play except Glasspool Mimic, and I played Glasspool Shores, not putting any pressure on the battlefield, and this set me down like a complete turn against them. So... anyway, I'm not a fan at all of Glasspool in Simic. Like, I understand people have made results with it. I don't care. It's not going to work out against the toughest matchups. If you're playing Glasspool in Simic, you might as well just play. I mean, it's like saying you can put Glasspool in anything, but I think it's against the spirit of how Simic plays. It does not play to the strengths of Simic at all. Unless maybe you can play it. Maybe you play it in Simic, but you accept that you're just going to be a slower version of Simic while being a leaner version of Mono Blue. The thing is, at least in this deck, getting to a third land is very important for Mare Regery, so having those extra lands in your deck is important. In Simic, it's not. You just need to get to 2 lands, and then that's it. You can have a third land sometimes, so you can like have mana for Dismember, have mana to crack Relic, etc. But for the most part, you don't actually need a lot more than two lands in this deck. People are realizing Blood Moon's still bad. I've been seeing less Blood Moons lately. I also have been seeing less Blood... Well, I mean, the Panza deck still has it, but it's not a big deal. I like Blood Moon. Some people like Blood Moon. Nothing wrong with that.
Pizza. People like spaghetti.
Whoops. Mono Blue Merfolk. Well, this version ended up doing worse than our other versions. What the hell do I do? Well, this had Copter. Maybe I go back to Benthic Biomancer. Like, I had no problems against a lot of deck. Like, I like Copter, I really do. But if I need to go aggro, I need to go aggro. But it's an attrition based metagame for the most part. Attrition and combo. If I run into it's hard. You have to give up something. But when I play Simic, I don't feel like I'm giving up anything. I'm gonna be good against. I'm not gonna be that great against attrition. I'm just gonna be worse. I will admit that. I'm just gonna be worse. I have to lean much harder on Smuggler's Copter than I normally would. And they'll pick off all my creatures, and then that's it. But here we could probably adjust this to have Harbinger of the Tides. This might be my only adjustment when I go back to Simic. And that's not to say that like mono blue isn't good, but well, whatever. Maybe I'll play this still in a modern challenge this weekend to give it like one last good shot. So it seems like most of our best builds still had Benthic Biomancer in it. No, that's not true. We didn't have Benthic Biomancer in the last one, right? Yeah, in our first league today, we were no Benthic Biomancer, all Copter. And it was fine. We went 4-1, losing to Shadow. Has it fallen off? M. Hayashi has been rattling off 5-0s like every day. What do you mean, Blood Moon? What has fallen off? Seas claim over spreading seas just for mana efficiency? Honestly, I was thinking about that. It's not a terrible idea. Maybe I want to be mana efficient, but it's just bad against the attrition-based matchups. Because you really want that mana. Oh, so you really want that extra card, even though it is clunky. It feels clunky. Definitely feels clunky. But against Tron, or even Eldrazi Tron, I might much rather have Seas Claim over something like Spreading Seas. If anyone doesn't know, Seas Claim is just Spreading Seas, but for 1 mana, but you don't draw a card. The rest of the effect is the same. That's my point. People aren't playing it because they are stupid, not because it's bad. Oh, prowess? Well, people are, I think mono red prowess probably deserves more attention. Like, obviously, M. Hayashi is doing very well with mono red prowess. But I think the prowess decks are just sort of, I don't know about evolving, but they're moving in the prowess Death Shadow range, which is also doing really, really well right now. So if anyone prefers to play prowess, they seem to be moving in the the Bomat Death Shadow direction with Scourge of the Skyclaves.
Check to see where the bush is.
Okay, I will, but I'll end the stream right now. So thank you very much, everyone, for showing up. It was still a great stream. Still did well, and I think my losses felt more like I got unlucky than if I got than I got outplayed. Like, my draws were just not good in the games that I lost. Both the Jund match and, although the Jund match, maybe I can go further down on cards. Like, I was just thinking, it's possible I could take out all, I don't like taking out all the vials against Jund, but maybe I can. And we just go super threat dense with like 1 billion Glasspool mimics. I just like having some security with Ether Vials, but maybe I can go down even more mana sources, even though I have Glasspool Mimic in the deck. Have you missed prizes in a while? I have not. I've prized everything. I usually go at least 3-2. I have to admit, I'm mostly going 4-1 right now.
That's the bulk of your record, though.
Yeah, that's the bulk of my records. But I want to top 8 the open events. Like, I really don't care the results in the leagues. The leagues are whatever. The leagues only give you some indication of what's possible, but then you have to really put this deck to the test against like really good players that are playing. Like at least I would say the preliminaries are a good test, and also the challenges on the weekend are a pretty good test for a deck. And I wouldn't mind playing this in a challenge, clear-headed, because I wasn't very clear-headed last time. Or in the, what's it called? The Showcase Challenge. It was a free tournament, so I couldn't miss it.
Showdown.
The Showcase. Showcase. Okay, well, who are we going to raid today? Willie Hall. We're going to raid Willie Hall. I love Willie Hall. I have no idea what he's playing. 5-0 easy modern community. Sounds great. We're going to start the raid there. So for everyone watching on the replay, I'm going to thank all my patrons and Twitch subscribers for supporting the channel. Thank you very much for supporting this modern content. standing strong. Merfolk getting a lot of results recently, and I hope that keeps continuing. And also, we're going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu, Merfolk Master, with his brother, playing Mono Blue Merfolk with Glasspool Mimic in Modern.